Hello my friends, I'm GHondo, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Darkest Dungeon. This is episode 6. In the last episode we used and abused the powers of the Mighty Jester to de-stress a whole bunch of people without paying for it, because that's just the kind of cheap people we are. We brought back a ton of crests, so what we're going to do is we're going to push some of that into the guild.
Some may fall, but their knowledge lives on.
So that the Arbalest and the Jester, both of whom gained level 1 in that last endeavor, can get their level ups just that little bit cheaper. Don't ever use Rallying Flare, so I don't care about it at all. I'm not going to bother to upgrade it. For you, we're using... yeah, I think these are fine. It's really just a difference between Harvest and Slice Off, but I guess we're fine to have both of them. I don't really care for the Dark Stab or the Solo because it moves the character, and actually so does Finale. So I think we'll just stick with what we've got there. So that's you, 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 and you. Awesome. Everything that we can do with a lot of crests. It takes deeds too. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say we could upgrade that. We could probably upgrade the Nomad though. You sure can. Make stuff yet cheaper or have more selection. I think I want a little more selection. So starting next week, she'll start bringing in 4 instead of 2, which is cool. We dealt with all our trinkets last episode, so we're ready to go. Alright, so what's our choices here? Just a common, not particularly great item because it wrecks the dodge. And very nice thing for the Jester, for when I am actually attacking with him. Just a generally useful item. I don't know who I'll give it to, but that's just generally useful. The -1 to critical is peanuts for 5 dodge, and the 10% to death blow resistance is just pure bonus. Okay, so that's a dark one that will basically never help. What it does give us, though, is this event, which is good for the following week. So that is a bit of an option, too. I think I just want this item, though. Actually, what I really want is deeds, or portraits, because those are what we were missing to do some upgrades. So these two are the only ones that give deeds. So this gives us more because it's a medium instead of a short. That's fine, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. Let's try and get some more of our level 0 guys leveled up. Go with you, and you, and you, and you. That'll do. You have very minor, but you have some ability to heal. You have some minor ability to de-stress. And you two are just plain fighters. Swap, if it'll let me, you to there. Reason being, this only attack he can do while in human form is the manacles, and he has to be in position 2 or 3 for that, so... Okay. I could always turn him into the beast, and he has a lot more capacity, but anyway. Some food, torches, a couple of shovels, keys, maybe some herbs and holy water. Alright, that'll do. That will do nicely. I guess that's something I could do at some point, is just do a dark run. Get a lot more loot. You really have to be on top of your stress levels, though, because it gets ridiculous really fast.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Alright, it's helpfully starting kind of in the middle, which means a lot more backtracking, but so be it. Go do the right section first. Gross. Alright, our first bit of the attack dog. So, basic attack is a bleed attack, which is fine because for these two, not so good for him, although it does do decent damage. The other option, of course, is to try and de-stress, but we're not that bad yet, so let's just try and take down that stress guy. Even though I can't get the bleed on him. This guy has a self-healing and de-stressing thing, which is awesome. I'm not supposed to have this. That's one of the monster's attacks. I don't know why that's there, but we'll ignore that.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Let's just go ahead and stab you. Actually kind of unusual. There's not that many melee attacks that can be done from 4th position, but I guess first can, so I guess that's of some value. So you have the marking thing, a push thing, which I don't really need right now. Caltrops for bleeding the guys at the back, or just the basic smash with a giant axe. The other thing I like about this chain, not only does it deal damage, it's a stunning attack, which is quite nice. Let's bleed you a bit. Bleed for 1, you have 1, so you'll die on your next turn.
As the fiend
Which sounds good to
falls,
me.
a faint hope blossoms.
Here, heal yourself for 1. I gotta say, very weak healing.
Slowly,
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
I did not buy bandages again. I hardly ever remember to buy bandages. Because even when I have them, I don't remember to use them most of the time. That's why I stopped buying them, but anyway. This is why I bought medicinal herbs. So I have figured out medicinal herbs here guarantee you treasure reward. Without it, you have a chance of getting a claustrophobia or getting stabbed. There's still a chance of loot, even without the herbs, but that's the way it guarantees it. So that's cool too. Right, journal entry again if you're interested in reading these. Pause the video. These are very nice. Obviously gold is just always good. Lots of food. Which I guess is good, because this party isn't really made for healing.
Traps lie in wait. Unsprung and
So I guess having food for healing is gonna be helpful. This is the one that we brought holy water for. Which again guarantees
wealth beyond measure,
a wealth result.
awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
So all these traps, boys. I think the one problem I'm going to have is I think I'm going to run out of torches before I'm done. That seems like the most likely problem I'm going to have. Unless I start finding more torches.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
That's bad, especially this one. That's a torch killer. So we'll... Oh, didn't get the stun. That sucks. Oh, you can't do the caltrop because you're in the wrong spot. Whoopsies. Oh well. Push you. Oh, I'm not pushing him back. Did stun him though. Alright, dog. Get him. Oh, it's decided it really wants to be able to do that stressful incantation. Sometimes you just know it's decided. I guess doing it to him is best, because he does have his own stress reliever. But killing my torches is not cool.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Now quit it.
Their formation is
That's rough on
broken.
that.
Maintain the offensive.
It might be time to start recovering a bit.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Only affected one that time. 66% chance it only did one. Not cool. The stress is starting to come down a bit. You're out of here.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
What shall I turf for this? Probably the dog retreats. It lets the dog do a lot more damage, but I never remember I have them. So. Oh, good. Bleeding and blighted. Awesome. Have some of this excess food. Just so he's not doing too bad. Almost back to the start. It's not a great layout if it puts me at right in the middle like that. If it started me in the far side, and it wouldn't have been a big deal at all, but it started me kind of in the middle. That kind of sucks.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Okay. Now we can finally start. This side is exploring.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
that's good. So we won't lose torches this time. I forgot to move him back, but that's fine. He still needs to de-stress. That'll be about 8 uses of the dog that actually works, and about 12 uses of the dog to clear that out. A little ridiculous. Okay, why are you all going after him?
And now
Leave him
the true test.
alone.
Hold fast or expire.
Alright. Monster time. Stresses everybody else out, but gotta get rid of this guy here,
Another abomination.
or the stress will get
Cleansed from our
ridiculous.
lands.
Point heal's all it takes to bring him back into the,
Teetering on the brink.
briefly anyway, into the
Facing the
green.
abyss. A devastating blow.
Problem is he's bleeding, that keeps pushing him back.
Back to the pit.
Yeah, we really gotta start bringing this stress down. Of course, the guy that's worse doesn't get it. Why would he? He turns back to get a little bit of that stress back, but it's
clearly
nowhere near as much as
Or
he
is
actually
it merely
used.
a trick of the light?
Okay, that's a bit better. Nobody's blighted, so we don't need the anti-venom right now. We can't eat again, yeah, for at least a little bit. So you eat the last bit. We'll take that anti-venom anyway. Don't have any of those to stack, huh? Well, so much for the anti-venom. That's fine. Two, three, four, 5, and 6. Thinking actually I might camp here. Get rid of some of this.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight. An uneasy companionship.
Alright, first and foremost, who has something for... There we go. So we don't get jumped in the middle of the night, because that really, really sucks. Okay, that'll cure one of you. Does anyone else have something to sort that out? Oh, you're my only healer. Really? I have really crappy trades here. Oh well. That's just a percent stress down. You can fix her a bit. Turn, you can fix him up a bit. And a bit more. It's as good as we can do.
The light. The promise of safety.
Alright, let's go deal with this fight. Well, I suppose I should at some point do one of these so you can see why I say it's usually bad. unsettling passage, 30 stress. The other one is that often comes up is a bad, a quirk. I don't remember which ones, but they're bad. Speaking of bad.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Okay, that's one of them anyway. I think it's time to move this guy forward. To fix him up. I can live without the caltrops. That I can live without.
Executed with impunity.
Yeah, that works. That works. Let's try and stun him. We'll just kill him, never mind. So try and stun that guy. So we can just kill him, that works too. Stop moving him around. Jerk. What a jerk.
Sedated. So your stress is still way too high, but the rest aren't that bad now.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Oh, likely to get afflicted by. Let's take one of each. Live without that. Oh no, yeah, that's right, you were in front. This guy's in second. It doesn't matter if we go down and across or across and down. We'll still be doing some backtracking or skipping the room. Probably just skip the room. I ever show what the bookshelf did? Well, let's do it now. Oh, it actually gave me one of the good events. Just scouting. That's very nice of you. I guess I shouldn't have made it sound like it was never good. It's unlikely. There's a higher percentage chance of getting something bad than of something good, so. Okay, let's go deal with these idiots. All of these people have multi-person attacks.
Confusion.
I have, like, no healers.
Panic.
So that's kind of sucky. there's one. Bounty hunter on death's door. Have one hit point. Just enough to... Oh, he actually dodged it. Wow. Thought for sure that was going to be the end of that one hit point. You need to heal yourself.
Sedated.
As little as it is, I think we'll keep healing him. Nope, never mind. Use it too.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Go on, stun him. Nope. Okay. And go up to one hit point.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Okay.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
To save enough in case they do get the hunger event. Before I'm done. Do I still have a key? I do. I don't have any of those. So I guess we'll live without that. So be it. Gotta pick up the pace a bit here. We're getting going pretty slow. During that extra stress one, that would be bad. That strong, that hunger event specifically.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Well, we are done. Excellent. Oh, somebody, let's forgot. Somebody has stress fast.
The
They
shifted
were needed.
corridors and sloped
I
walls
need to
of
save
our
3 food.
ancestry are
Oh, well,
beginning to
no big
feel
deal.
familiar.
I want this cool new ring for somebody. Whoever could use more dodge, which is basically everybody. So I'm not sure who I'm going to give that to. Gain level 1, which is awesome. Okay, no big deal. Big deal. Okay, that could be a problem. Not really that big a deal. Okay.
Behold, righteousness and zealotry, gleaming
I
in the
already
morning
have a
sun.
Crusader. Let's see if either of these are... They're both level 0. I'm not going to bother taking them because I've already got a level 1. So I see no point in taking either of those. Thanks for the event though, but not really necessary. Alright, let us get these guys their skill points. after all that? Guard dog, okay. You. 1, 2, 5, 7. What's the other one? What's the other person? Gained a level just now. It's you, right? Yes. Don't remember. For death, yes. Uppercut, and then caltrops. Okay, so that's them all sorted. In terms of the trinket, I generally like having the Jester, who's already pretty good at dodge, to dodge more. So for now, he'll have that. Already have a Crusader and a Jester, a Grave Robber, so nothing new there. I could... In fact, I'm only missing one. Off the top of my head, I have no idea which one it is, but I'm only missing one. So getting a fourth guy showing up at a time doesn't seem that important to me. So I think we'll just save these for something else. Oh, excellent. I can only afford one or the other, but we can do a weapon or an armor upgrade. And make it a bit cheaper. I'm going to do which? Nope, I'm actually going to leave it to you. So if you could please in the comments, just write either weapons or armor, and that's what I will upgrade. And then give everybody said upgrade for next episode. So thank you to everyone for watching today, and until next time folks, stay calm, and I hope you come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.